Welcome back to Finance Career Fridays on our channel Stock Trader School, from Rookie to Rainmaker. Today we look at remote working jobs in trading. More specifically, how can you get paid to trade remotely from home or the beach or wherever? Stick around. Hey everyone, I am here. The way I got into finance was through internships, but there are also other ways. So if you haven't seen the first video yet, then check that out, or you can watch both videos in a row. In this series, I cover all the different career paths in finance. First, there are jobs where you can trade remotely. And second, there are jobs where you trade remotely. Yes, it sounds crazy. Here's what I mean by that. When I worked in corporate, most of my colleagues were either salespeople or traders. With this role, you're essentially an independent contractor. Companies hire these people to analyze economic data and make buy and sell recommendations accordingly. These positions are usually reserved for people with several years of experience under their belt. I mentioned earlier that you need to prove to companies that you can actually trade. Unfortunately, there is no one-size-fits-all approach to applying for remote trading jobs. This includes a resume template and pitch template that you can use to apply to prop trading firms. Each prop firm has its own application process, so make sure to read the instructions carefully. However, there are some general tips that you can follow to increase your chances of success. First, tailor your resume to the specific job description. This means highlighting the skills and experience that are relevant to the position. Second, follow the instructions carefully. If the application says to submit a 3-minute video, don't submit a 5-minute video. And if they ask for a trading log, don't send them your tax returns. And finally, don't give up. Landing a remote trading job can be tough, but it's definitely possible. Just keep applying, and eventually you'll find the right fit. Well, one way to do this is by keeping a public trading log. This is essentially a spreadsheet that records all your trades and shows your overall performance metrics. There are a lot of different ways to measure your performance, but the main ones to focus on are your win rate, loss ratio, average win, average loss, maximum drawdown, and total profit. Your win rate is simply the percentage of winning trades divided by the total number of trades. Your loss ratio is the sum of your losses divided by the total number of trades. Average win is the average amount won per winning trade. Average loss is the average amount lost per losing trade. Maximum drawdown is the largest amount of money lost during a single trade. And total profit is obviously your total profit. These metrics are important because they tell the company how consistently you're able to generate profits. If you have a high win rate, low loss ratio, and high total profit, then you're likely to be considered for a remote trading position. Second, have a high Sharpe ratio. The Sharpe ratio measures the risk-adjusted return of an investment. Essentially, it tells you how much money you make for each unit of risk taken. So if you have a Sharpe ratio of 2, that means you're making twice as much money as the market for each unit of risk taken. The higher the better. Third, make sure your metrics dashboard is clean. Most prop firms will provide you with a laptop loaded with trading software. But when you apply for a job, they'll probably ask you to submit a screenshot of your metrics dashboard. If your dashboard looks messy, unorganized, or unprofessional, then you're less likely to get hired. Make sure all your charts are labeled and easy to understand. Include only relevant information and present everything in a logical and coherent way. But I wanted to mention it because there are so many different paths you can take in the finance industry. The firm provides you with a trading terminal and all the data feeds you need to make your trades. In exchange, you agree to promote the firm's brand across social media. So if you're already a well-known figure on YouTube or Instagram, then this could be a great opportunity for you. As with prop trading, there are a ton of different affiliate programs out there, so do your research before signing up. Salespeople would cold call potential clients and try to convince them to invest their money with the company, while traders would execute trades on behalf of the firm or themselves based on market conditions. The job of a salesperson doesn't require any special license, but the job of a trader does. To get a remote trading job, you need to have a track record. This means that you need to prove to the company that you can actually trade. You can do this by recording your trades and posting them publicly. I'm going to show you how to do this later in the video. The second thing that companies look for is self-discipline. You may be working remotely from the comfort of your home, but that doesn't mean that your boss is going to be lenient. In fact, most prop firms have very strict rules about tardiness. For example, you might not be able to log into the trading system until a certain time each morning. Or you might not be allowed to place limit orders outside of certain parameters. And if you violate these rules, then your account will be frozen until the next trading day. So you need to be someone who can follow instructions and keep yourself in check. The third thing companies look for is routine. You should be someone who knows how to manage their time and meet deadlines. After all, you're working remotely, so no one is going to be checking up on you to make sure you complete your work. And finally, the fourth thing companies look for is tech literacy. You should be comfortable working on a computer and be able to quickly learn new software programs. You need a Series 3 license to trade on the floor of an exchange. There are also other licenses that traders need, depending on what kind of financial products they're trading. So if you're interested in becoming a trader, then you need to study for these exams. As far as I know, you don't need a Series 3 license to trade remotely, so that's what we'll be focusing on today. I've previously covered how to become a financial analyst straight out of college and how to break into investment banking. But today, I want to talk about remote trading jobs. In my last video, I talked about remote working jobs for data analysts and software engineers. Today is the second part of that series. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel, I discuss investing, trading, and all things personal finance. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps me grow. Now let's jump in. To be clear, there are two types of trading roles. There are a few different ways that you can work remotely in a trading environment. First, there's prop trading. This is the most common type of remote trading job. A prop trading firm is basically a company that allows you to use their capital to trade. In exchange, you give them a portion of your profits. Think of it like a partnership. You're not an employee, but you are a partner. The advantage of being a prop trader is that you can trade whatever you want with however much money you want as long as it stays within the parameters set by the firm. For example, the firm might say that you can only use 25% of the total portfolio to trade iron condors. So your trade can't be more than 25% of the portfolio. That's just one example. Each prop firm has its own set of rules, so make sure to read the fine print before signing up. Most prop firms will expect you to have your own home office. They'll typically send you a laptop with all the trading software installed, but it's up to you to ensure that you have a stable internet connection. Prop trading is a competitive space, but it's becoming more accessible. There are a ton of prop firms online these days. Some of them even offer small starter accounts, so you can gain some experience before moving on to bigger and better things. The second type of remote trading role is affiliate trading. The third type of remote working role is a hybrid between an analyst and a trader. Okay, that's all for today. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more videos. Whether you're building your home desk or preparing to pitch a prop firm, remember, your skills are your strongest asset. Stay disciplined, stay hungry, and I'll see you next Friday for more trading career game plans.